Now joining us here on the Fight Day set in San Jose is a man that calls Northern California home. He's about 6 weeks out from his fight at UFC 141. Here to talk about that and all of the recent drama in the UFC's welterweight division is the one and only Jon Fitch. How you doing, man?
I'm very good. I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, well, first things first, I want to level with you at the beginning of this interview and just let you know that I was dared to see if I could get you to make the Fitch face on the show today. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask you.
It's not a too strenuous request.
It's
but
not?
I can make the Fitch face.
Could you do it for me? Oh, that's such a good Fitch face. Could you teach me how to do it? How do you do it?
It's half Elvis, and then you got to get a little bit of the lower lip down too. So you can't just go all upper lip.
I don't think I can do it.
You just upper lip, it's all Elvis. So you got to get a little bit of the lower lip.
I don't think I can do it. All right,
there.
Let's talk about your fight at UFC 141.
Right.
Johnny Hendricks.
Johnny Hendricks.
Do you like the matchup first?
He's tough dude. I like fighting tough guys. You know, he doesn't have the biggest name to a lot of the fans, but he's really tough, and I look more towards challenging myself than you know, putting on a big show, really.
Well, and that's kind of what I was getting to. I mean, Johnny Hendricks is a very tough guy, but those are always the most dangerous fights when you're fighting somebody that is incredibly tough and doesn't have the biggest name, because if for some reason things don't go your way, you don't get that same level of respect as if you lose to, say, a George St. Pierre.
Yeah,
it's risky.
But on the inside, I know how tough the guys are, and I feel proud. And at the end of the day, if you're not proud of what you're doing and who you are, then nothing else really matters.
If you look at the rankings in the welterweight division, most people have you at number 2 or number 3, hovering right there in that top 5. Do you feel like there's a lack of respect when it comes to matching you up in high-profile matches because of your fighting style?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal is. You know, I go out there and I bust my ass and I win fights, and it's a professional sport. And if it wasn't about winning, they wouldn't pay us more for winning.
Sure.
You know, so I'm just doing what I know what I do best, and I win fights.
How can you reverse this? How can you fix if this is a problem? How do you fix it?
You know, I don't see there is a problem. I don't think there's anything to fix. I have a big fan base. It may be developing slower than people who get a lot of first-round knockouts, but my career is going to go for a long time. I'm going to be putting in a lot more fights. You know, I've had 15 fights in the UFC. I plan on putting in another 30. I plan on being here a long time. My fans love what I do. They give me a lot of support, and I fight for my fans.
Well, we're here in San Jose tonight for UFC 139. This is just down the road from your place, a.k.a., of course, the gym that you train at. San Jose is a great market when it comes to mixed martial arts. But talk a little bit about...
really a fight town.
Yeah, UFC coming here. I mean, this is the first time that we've seen UFC here in many, many moons. I mean, Strikeforce had a home here for a long time. But what's it like having the Ultimate Fighting Championship here?
Hey, it's great. It's a dream come true. I mean, to be able to have this in our backyard, I really wish I was fighting on the card, but it didn't work out with the shoulder surgery and injury and everything. But, you know, this is a fight town. I moved to California in the Bay Area because I knew this was like the mecca for fighting. And when I first moved out to AKA, I knew that even if things didn't work out at AKA, there was 20 other gyms in the area that I could probably train at. The people here love fighting. They love and support us, and I love being a part and putting on good fights for them. Well,
you mentioned coming back from that surgery. Tell us a little bit about how the rehab process has been for you.
It's been strenuous and a pain in the butt because, you know, I hate downtime, and it's been since February since I got a fight. I had, you know, like 4 or 5 months of laid off time where I really didn't get to do anything but cardio or lift. And, you know, you just don't feel the same every day if you don't get to hit somebody.
You really miss hitting people is what you're saying.
Yeah, I miss hitting. And sometimes I like getting hit, I guess. A little twisted.
At AKA, you guys have a lot of top guys. Josh Koscheck has a really interesting fight coming up with Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
How do you handicap that one?
Condit's good stand-up, slick submissions, but, you know, I always lean towards the wrestler because they dictate the pace. They dictate where the fight happens. Josh is a really good grappler. He's really got really good jiu-jitsu, really good jiu-jitsu defense, and power in his hands. So I think he matches up very well with Carlos. And if Carlos can't wrestle that night, he's going to have problems.
Another one of your teammates, Cain Velasquez, just 1 week ago lost his belt to Junior Dos Santos. There was a lot of criticism about him not following the game plan. Do you think that's warranted, or was it too early in the fight to even tell?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was pretty early. It was only a minute into the fight. He wasn't picking up on Junior's rhythm or range yet. I think maybe that had a little bit to do with it too, and the long layoff. And people have to realize Cain has only been fighting. You know, he's had what 13 rounds of professional fights.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's a baby in the sport, really a baby. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to be here a long time. I think he's going to have that belt back by the end of next year, and he's going to keep it for a long time.